Working on the truck today. This is Bertha, the 82 S15 with the LS. It's been in here for quite a while, 9 years, 10 years, something like that. I really haven't done anything to it in the last 4 or 5 years. I fixed some fuel lines started to rub and leak, but I mean, the motor just runs, everything's fine. It's not the cleanest install. One of the things that I've always wanted to do after I put it together is I put this big transcooler in. Kind of acts as a little bit of a heat sink. And the fans don't really butt up against the radiator, but it never overheats. You know, it'll creep up to, 205 or so at a traffic light, but I mean, it's not a big deal. You take off and it's cool. My intake air temps are actually, my IAT right there. My intake air temps are actually not that bad once I start rolling. Sitting at a light, it gets hot. But I cut these little slots in the core support here, and it gets some decent airflow in here. But like I said, I've always wanted to clean this up, so I'm gonna work on trying to figure out how to clean this up a little bit. Got some other things I'm doing with this thing too. I'm gonna finally get this ethanol sensor working. Obviously, I'm naturally ash rooted, so it's not going to do a whole lot, but I've always wanted to play with it, so I'm going to finally work on it. Yeah, I mean, this is a good truck. It just runs, it goes, it starts up at any temperature. It's fun. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at getting bigger tires. These are 14s. With 205s, and it just obliterates them in first gear with this 5.3. This is a 5.3 with the sloppy stage 2 cam. These are, I don't really think it adds any power, but these are 243 heads from a C5 Z06. Cotton zip ties. It's a sad day. They held up well though. It worked. All right. Let's get this cleaned up. Oh, this intake tube? Old exhaust pipe from a Camaro. Gotta be resourceful when you ain't got no money. These are F-body fans out of, what year was that Camaro? 99. They move a lot of air, I guess, but they're heavy, man. They're pretty heavy. They're big. Using them. That's what I got. Anyway, here's the rad situation. Aluminum welding with a MIG. They told me it was gonna leak. It didn't. All right, got the grill and everything out. Transcooler's laying down here. I'm gonna clean up some of this metal, clean this up here so the rad slides forward a little bit better. Making progress. So we're gonna trim this down so the transcooler sits in here. I'll show more later. Here's what it looks like. Got a decent gap for the transcooler. Pretty happy with that. Fans are up against the rad. Zip ties for the wind. Actually, with everything, I've got a little bit of a gap now between my coolant hose and the intake. I know you can't see it. And So the other thing I did was the exhaust ended. I never finished it beyond, where is it? Right here. Right there. So I built this beautiful pipe to go up and over the axle and out the side. Jack's not holding it up. Fire it up for the first time with the tailpipe. Fuel pumps got a prime.